Good morning, guys. It's Friday, July 14th, and this evening I'm going to pick my boys up and they're going to be coming to spend the weekend with me. I'm very excited and also very, very nervous. I've needed to do a lot of things to get ready. I need to get my truck cleaned out and I've needed to do all these things. I got so overwhelmed and nervous and anxious that instead of doing any of that, I've been out in the garden pruning, picking tomato hornworms off of my tomatoes and my pepper plants, fertilizing, feeding the chickens, anything except for what I'm supposed to be doing. Now I've got plenty of time. I took the day off so I could kind of get stuff done and get ready, and I won't actually be picking my boys up until around 9 o'clock tonight. So there's really no rush today. I do want to go grocery shopping, get some snack food, things like that. But my stomach has been in knots, so trying to distract myself with the garden chores. My voodoo lily has gotten sick or something. I think too much water in here. The soil has stayed very moist, hasn't really dried out much, and they just kind of started rotting at the base. Like that's rotted. These guys rotted off, which is not a big deal because there's still a big tuber in there that'll make plants next year. However, I'm not gonna get the little nodules from the plant that you can also use to start new plants. I'm sad to see them go, but see, there's a nodule here that was starting to form. But I do have some babies in here. Got quite a few little babies actually. So not all is lost. Look at my little tomatillo putting off little fruits. It's in this super tiny pot with all these different plants, and I mean it's growing. It would be doing a lot better in its own pot, and I want to find one for it. I have a pot. I don't have soil. That's the issue. I planted okra seeds in this guy earlier this week using the backdoe I got, and I told you guys that I was concerned that there was a mix-up. I don't think this is actually backdoe. I think it's black cow. If it's not, it's compost and it's not what it's supposed to be. But I decided to try putting some okra seeds in here, and the soil is too dense for them to even sprout. So then what I decided to do was come back and just sprinkle some seeds that I had on the top layer, cover it with some pine mulch, and maybe they'll be able to do something there. Wanted to show you guys a little update on my terrarium. I think I did the clean out on my other channel. I keep forgetting that I even have another channel. It's hard to see in here right now because it's all fogged up, but it's back to being very thick and lush, and things are growing very well. Also, it looks like most of the lizard eggs that I put in here that I found in the garden have hatched. I actually have seen several little baby lizards running around in here. I don't see any right now, but everything looks really good for the most part. I had some sickness in there I was trying to clean out. It's so lush. It's so pretty. Something beheaded all of my sunflowers. Minus the one that I cut off. I cut off one thinking it was ready to be harvested. It was not. The seeds looked like they were mature, felt like they were mature. When I opened them up, there was no kernel inside. It was a completely empty shell. So lesson learned there. Y'all did tell me to wait, and I didn't. So, but the rest of my heads that I was waiting for them to fully mature so I could get the seeds from them, I came out to check on them, and something had completely just stolen the heads. I could see evidence of things on the ground, like some of the flower petals, but the heads were completely gone. What would do that? And it wasn't cut off. You could tell it was tore off. What would do that? I mean, what's strong enough that could climb a sunflower and do that? Also here in this area where I put some more tomatoes in, not tomatoes, I'm sorry, potatoes, they started popping up and something ate them. I keep finding tunnels dug through. I don't see any right now, but dug through, that looks like a potato. I don't know. Little tunnels dug through my straw, so I'm wondering if it's rodents, probably, because they have been getting my tomatoes and my peppers before I could even get to them, and it's making me a little crazy, but I've got plenty, so we can share the harvest, I guess. We got ripe elderberries. I've also been finding ripe grapes, muscadine grapes. Pretty sure they're muscadines. And I've been harvesting the ones that I see are ripe and giving them to the chickens. I have tried them and they're pretty good, but it's only like 1 or 2 at a time. Can't really do much with that. So chickens have been getting a nice treat of grapes and tomato hornworms this morning. My houseplants are thriving. This is my Chameleon ZZ. It's supposed to be different colored, like a color gradient. It got too much sun, so it's all just green now. These guys are growing and spreading, and everything in here is so lush and lovely. This is a little sparse, but it was just little nodes. The Baltic blue and everything's mingled into one another. My prayer plant flowered, and my Monstera Peru has been vining out. I can't believe that. That's awesome. It's lots of little critters. You hear the frog? He's in here somewhere. Got a couple plants there, and these guys coming back. My Dieffenbachia is coming back. Got lots of little things sticking everywhere. My Ficus Audrey. My this guy and this guy's doing good over here too. Looking nice. And then my pothos I planted out here. It's growing. It was growing slow, but then I noticed this today. It sent a runner over here. How could I forget to show you these beautiful Tabasco peppers? Those are going to have to be picked and put in the freezer. It's kind of crazy because this is the time of year where peppers should just explode. And a lot of my peppers seem to have slowed down quite a bit. I did harvest most of the peppers off of them, so maybe it just takes a little while for them to put on new flowers. But it's been close to 2 weeks, maybe? Maybe that was just earlier this week, I don't know. But I expected to see more out of them, and I haven't. Except for this guy. This guy's definitely putting more flowers on. I will never not grow this plant. I still haven't actually tried the peppers themselves, but it's just been so productive and beautiful. Such a joy to have. I will never not give space in my garden for this. This is the datil pepper, by the way. So this is my lemon basil, and it had already flowered once and went to seed, and I came out here with my boyfriend and we saw these little guys right here. Little black things encased in a gel. It doesn't look so gelish right now, but they were all over the place. And we thought they were like snail eggs or something like that. Some kind of pest. Well, it turns out that's actually just the seeds from the basil plant. And when they get wet, they form like this jelly stuff around them. So it has gone to seed. It's reflowering. And hopefully I'll just get more and more of this. It smells so good. None of my watermelons are doing much of anything. My sweet potatoes are growing slowly, getting holes chewed in them. This plant is beautiful and lots of pollinators. I took some cuttings. Took a cutting from my variegated hibiscus, and that is surviving. Took a cutting from whatever this plant is. that one is surviving. And then 2 of the 4, I think, well, at least 1 of the raspberry cuttings, not raspberry, thornless blackberry, is putting off new growth. And this one's not dead yet, so I'm excited about that. I've got basil that survived in here and is looking really healthy. This bed has pretty much become a marigold and nasturtium and strawberry bed. Everything's just spreading itself. Now the peppers are still in here. I did prune most of them off, if not all of them, because once again a little mouse or something got them. But the rest, I mean, I didn't plant all these. Maybe planted this one and these couple here in the front, but the rest of these I think just came up by themselves. So once this bed is kind of done for the season, I'm gonna add more soil, because I think the part of the reason the strawberries and everything are just rotting in here is just too much moisture. It's not full enough. The soil level needs to be raised to probably here, so at least almost another foot of soil, and then it could just be whatever it wants to be. Over here I pulled a cucumber plant that was dying and never produced anything out, and stuck sweet potato slips that had rooted in. It's my spider plant that I killed last year, coming back with a vengeance. It's even making its own seeds. I've only seen these things flower a handful of times, so that's really exciting. I've got a couple more flowers on this, what I thought was a Hoya. This is definitely not a Hoya, right? It's a lipstick plant, I think. I think that's what they call them. I've got little flowers. That's exciting. My boyfriend made us the little egg scramble the other night for dinner, and he used the jalapenos I grew, bell peppers I grew, and 2 little potatoes I grew, and those potatoes are so delicious. They don't taste like the ones that you buy in the store. They're like more creamy and buttery. Man, it was so good. I'm not sure if I showed you the caterpillars that are feasting on my parsley. This guy is being very strange. That's one of them. He's much lighter in color than the others. I hope he's okay. I don't mind them eating my parsley. It's pretty much, I mean, there's seeds on here. Some of them look like they got a little moldy from the rain, all the moisture we've had. I don't know, but we've got several caterpillars enjoying themselves, and I'm okay with that. That's the swallowtail caterpillar. And we've got lots of them in different stages. And a little one back there. I saw a smaller one somewhere else. I'm okay with that. They're also eating my dill. I'm okay with that too. I only got peppers on these plants. I need to go ahead and get those. And something is eating my leaves. Figured we could come say hi to the chickens real quick. Hi guys. Whoops, sorry baby. Hello. And there's sunflower seed heads I brought out to them. Okay, so we're gonna have to come up with some names soon. Hey guys, I know it's hot. So, still trying to figure out which is hens. I think hen, questionable because its tail feathers are starting to do the curvy thing. Same for that one. I believe that's a hen. I believe this is a hen. I believe Belvedere is a rooster. This one is Sunshine. This one, I believe, could be a rooster. And then Bright Eyes back here, my only tame and friendly one. I thought for sure she was a hen because she does the submissive thing, but her tail's starting to curl as well. That's my finger, man. It's my finger. So there may be some additional roosters in here, but the only one I'm certain of is Belvedere over there. Let's go in here. They've been being bad chickens and coming in here, jumping on top of this, ripping this piece off. There's Buddy. Hi, Buddy. Hi. Everybody else is in the back there. They're going fast. They're all looking good. You guys need to stay off the chick's pen. Okay? You're being bad chickens. Keeps making this noise, this raspy noise. Are you trying to crow? We're gonna be hearing it soon, huh? Yeah. And we should be getting... I think he's practicing. We should be getting eggs in the next few weeks. Awesome. Hey guys, editing Christy again, and once again I did not end the video, so here's my closeout. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.